Welcome back, everybody, to round number 3 of the 2019 Ride365.com MX Simulator Pro Nationals, live here on SYS TV. My name is Colton Brower, joined again in the booth once again by Andrew Wood, who is about to try to race his way into the motos here in the consolation race. So I think he's going to hang out in the booth with us, right? Hey, Wood?
Hello, yeah, I'll just probably mute my mic in case I drop a F-bomb or two, but I'm sure I won't make it, so probably be back fairly shortly.
We also just had Austin Jones in the booth with us for the 250 races, former series champion back in 2011. He is trying to make it in through the consolation race here at Thunder Valley. 4 laps, 4 riders going through, and we're about to find out who will make it into the motos here at Thunder Valley. A lot of guys going home unhappy after this one as the gate is down. Land rush up the hill, 175 machine out of the inside. Almost looked like it was going to be Tyler Schmidt, and it actually is going to be him who grabs the whole shot. Andrew Wood down the inside trying to take the lead back and gets him and puts him down. Down Schmidt he goes. Neil Wells tucks in right behind A. Wood in second. Billy Kunitz is up there as well. And Leon Tai battling it out with James Ohashi. Matt Model looking down the inside. A couple guys nearly get together at the top of the hill as everybody hops back down. Oh, big crash from Ohashi. Gets into the back of Tai. Oh, and then I think that's Jack Fowler, yeah, on the 704 that nearly got into the back of all of them. Logan Heagney also right here in the mix. Oh, but he's going to go down. Everybody's going down right now. We also have down on the inside there, well, Colton Mitchell is buried back here, and Russell Cruz was down with Ohashi once again. Oh, and then a huge crash right there. Yeah, this is already pretty tough to keep track of as everybody continues to crash, but it's A. Wood. Andrew Wood on the 729 out front. Track is still pretty smooth. 154, Neil Wells settles in second.
This sucks.
Billy Kunitz is in third, and Matt Model is in fourth. Leon Tai trying to give chase. Leon Tai straight out of Essex in the UK, making his pro debut tonight here at Thunder Valley and trying to go straight into the motos out of the consolation race. Gonna lose a spot right there to Lewis Williams, maybe? Yeah, Williams holds tight down the inside. Good old lunch money Lewis hangs out in the streams here on SYS during the 250 races. Trying to make the pass on Matt Model, but Model cuts him off. And how about Austin Jones on the 221 jumping over top? Got a 4-rider train going to the finish line jump right here. Oh, and Leon Tai hits the deck. So Jones makes a move. Now he's actually going to slide up underneath of Lewis Williams and has a shot to go after Matt Model for the final transfer spot here. So Jones using some of his championship-winning racecraft to slice and dice his way into a position to maybe take the final transfer spot here. Going to settle in right behind Model, look for an outside move, going all the way up to the top of the hill. Look at that speed carried by Jones around the outside. Model's going to shut the door. And flying down the hill they come. Model goes deep on the downhill and yard sails across the track to the other lane. And just flying down the side of the racetrack there. Model, let's see if he gets up. Trying to turn it around as the leader is coming through. Oh, and Wood goes down out front. Thank you, by the way, Ice Sock Dix 07.
He got you.
I know he did get me, but he gave me 1,000 biddies, so I'm all good with it. So A. Wood, who was leading, ends up back here with Austin Jones as my co-commentators. Oh my goodness, Wood getting upside down as Jones cases the triple.
Yeah, I barely brought that back.
Yeah, you didn't really bring that one back. That was pretty close.
Trying to go smooth and steady, I just missed, I guess, an entrance to the rut. It kind of seems like that's the thing for some of us. I feel like me and Jones, if you know you're off the pace a little bit, just try not to fall, but I clearly couldn't do that, but these guys behind us are probably a little bit faster.
So Kunitz leads from Jones, Wood, and Williams, with Tyler Schmidt right in the mix as well. This little grouping here, 2 through 6.
Oh, leader's down.
Oh, Kunitz down, and Wood has to avoid him as Austin Jones goes to the lead in the consolation race. Jones looks like his racecraft is still on point from his championship winning year back in 2011. Has sliced and diced his way to the front. May not be the fastest rider on track, but holds it down right now as Williams gets crossed up and Tyler Schmidt goes on by into third. So we got quite a good mix of OGs up at the front right here. We got the 2011 Outdoor Champ and 2011 EVS Open Champ leading. Got the 2013 Southwick Champion.
There you go.
In second. And we got the 2016, or no, I should say, yeah, 2016 250 East Champion Tyler Schmidt making the move on Andrew Wood there. Wood trying to fight back, and he's going to go nearly side by side down the downhill. Got to keep an eye back on Lewis Williams and Neil Wells right in the mix. Wood shows Schmidt a wheel, but nothing doing.
Oof, I don't like this corner. Schmidt's going good. These guys behind us, though, I could tell they're going a little bit faster, so.
Wood's trying to hang on as he commentates from down on the racetrack as Williams looks to an inside move. Kunitz goes down in 5th. Oh, Wood lunging down to the inside, holds off Williams. Right now, pretty big gap behind them, though. Colton Mitchell is now in 5th ahead of Kunitz, but he is about 8 seconds down. Oh, Lewis Williams getting upside down right there behind A-Wood. And just up the road, Tyler Schmidt. So our little 4-pack out front definitely is broken away. Colton Mitchell's trying to race in, but him and Kunitz are throwing blows at each other here. Kunitz makes the pass back to go into 5th. And the white flag has been displayed. 1 lap left to go. Mitchell and Kunitz are just going at it right now for 5th. Kunitz nearly jumps off the racetrack and then slides out. So Mitchell goes back on through. Our 3 leaders all within 4.5 seconds of each other, and then a distant 6 seconds behind Lewis Williams right now is Colton Mitchell. And Lewis Williams has gone down. Lewis Williams down out of the first corner. Colton Mitchell goes on through into the final transfer spot.
Ooh, thank God.
So Mitchell trying to hold off Kunitz, who is still trying to charge forward. Lewis Williams is kicking himself. Oh, and Kunitz is gonna, oh, what a save coming down the hill right there. So Mitchell looks like he's got this thing pretty comfortably here. And Austin Jones. Oh no, Andrew Wood has gone down and he's off the bike. He's facing the wrong direction. Mitchell's gonna go through into 3rd. And here comes Kunitz into 4th. He's going to make the pass. Oh, Kunitz, a little mistake. Almost lays it down in the corner. Oh, Wood slides out and he's facing the wrong way. So Lewis Williams goes through. Wood gets back on in 6th. Now Kunitz just trying to hang on tight. Coming down the downhill into this corner. Runs a little deep. Loses traction, but keeps it on 2 wheels. Lewis Williams, Jack Fowler, and Andrew Wood still lurking just in case the opportunity arises. Oh, and Tyler Schmidt's gone down at a 2nd. There goes Kunitz through. So Schmidt looks like he is still going to be in a transfer spot, but Lewis Williams is lurking there in case these two get together in the final couple corners. Austin Jones is going to the motos in Thunder Valley with a backflip over the finish line. Colton Mitchell should get 2nd. Kunitz is 3rd. Lewis Williams trying to charge in, but Schmidt crosses the line, and he is going to pick up 4th. 5th was Williams. 6th, Fowler. Andrew Wood is going to get 7th over Pilsner.
That was terrible.
8th from Josh Hamilton. Or, yep, he isn't going to crawl across the line there in 8th. 9th for Travis Hoffman. He's running Daniel Mills' bike and gear. 10th for Logan Higney. 11th is James Ohashi. 12th is Leon Tai. 13th, Russell Cruza.
Home swipe from Mike, as I said.
And
Austin
that
Jones
is it.
On the podium.
Austin Jones up, on the podium here. Celebrating his consolation race victory. He is headed to the motos. The first time we've seen Jones race in the Outdoor Nationals since 2017 High Point, where he just narrowly missed scoring points that day in his return to racing. The first time we'd seen him since 2014 on that day. So since 2014, this is going to be the second national we've seen Jones race, and he is headed right on through out of the consolation race, is your 2011 champ.
Good job, Jones. Proud of you.
Well, Haywood, how's your arm feel, man?
Dude, I'm really good at dropping the anchor and throwing away. Same section both times.
I have to imagine your shoulder is out of socket right now with how hard you just threw.
Yeah, I feel like I just picked up a wiffle ball and tried to throw it over center field.
You just hate to see it sometimes.
Dude, I mean, they do call it, some people do still call it the Haywood fade, my specialty, so.
Indeed they do. Lunch Money Lewis joins us back in chat. He says he absolutely boofed it, and yes he did, out of the first corner on the last lap of the race, goes down. Vince Fan 555, I absolutely will make sure the races are on YouTube, my buddy.
Austin Jones said that he did that for NorCal, so shout out everybody from NorCal. Man, I don't like that corner, that like long downhill, the Tomac and Stewart section. And I tried to just take it so easy, and that's the one that bit me. Should have probably just stayed at my normal pace, that I'm used to, but it happens, it's racing.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah, no excuses, I'm washed up, so.
Come on.
Dude, last week I qualified by like less than a tenth in 36 straight in, and this week I thought I had the time. I gave myself about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that didn't do it.
All right, 450 motos coming up right now. This is going to be a fabulous one to watch. And I believe our points leader is going to be Alexis Leclerc. Actually, let me pull up the current standings right now since I don't know what's going on. And we'll take a look. Boop 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 boop. Oh, apologize. It is Jeremy Siebold who is the current points leader on 88 points over Adam Holm on 84, Haley on 81, and Leclerc on 77. And Colton Mitchell, we just saw make it in through the consolation race, is going to try to go in for some points here tonight after finishing up in, I believe it was third in that consi. But he's fifth in the standings.
Yeah, so as far as a versus PC one to watch, I try not to take too much off the warm-up lap hole shots, but you can kind of see who's good at starts on certain tracks. Adam Holm and our series leader Seabolt, right? Seabolt.
Yep.
They both got pretty good starts. I know half the field's away, going to the bathroom, getting ready for the moto, but maybe Adam Holm might be the one to watch. Seabolt or points leader, I'm sure he'll be up there as well, but see, if he can get a good start or see if he's gelling on this track. Do you know who fastest qualifier was? Was it Leclerc?
I do not know who the fastest qualifier was, but I can give you a quick look.
Let me see. I'm on it right now. The site's been going a little slow, though.
It was Adam Holm on a 159.9, just edging out Leclerc on a 2 flat 0.5. Nobody even close to either of them. Seabolt on a 202 flat, 202.5 Whiteley, 202.8 Leitzel. Pretty weird. Where is Jack Haley? 13th, 204.3. This is going to be an interesting one to watch. You got a versus PC one to watch for us out here, Haywood. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and pick one. I'm going to go ahead and go.
My mic muted.
This guy. Adam Holm versus PC one to watch.
Fastest lap time seemed to get a good start. I mean, I feel like he's not super close. I guess he's second in the championship standing, so see if he can get up front in front of Seabolt and maybe gain some points in the championship.
All right, this is going to be a fantastic round number 3, and you're going to watch it all live here on SYS TV. We're going to go ahead and take a look at defending series champion Alexis Leclerc, as he is essentially the whole shot master in these races, and he's got a great inside gate pick. Leitzel to his inside, Seabolt, Whiteley, Carlin, and Cohenauer directly to his outside. It's the Thunder Valley National, the Ride365.com National is live on SYS TV as we are underway. Up the hill we go. Drag race, lots of contact. I saw Carlin going down and Holmes swinging from the middle, trying to get the whole shot, but it's Leclerc who comes out with the lead. Holm in second and Seabolt right there in third. So they're going to go side by side up the hill, and all of our top guys right out front after the start of the race here, Haywood.
Yep, Kyle Carpenter 7th, making a huge pile up, but I don't know how long my mic was muted for, but I was in between Seabolt and Holm for the one to watch. The points leader, the guy that's right behind. They both got really good starts on the warm-up lap, which I know some people are gone, but man, Holm with an early start, let's see what he can do, but Alexis Leclerc also might just check out and try to gain some points on these guys as well, but a really good start to this race.
Holm trying to hold off the early challenge from Seabolt. They're losing a little bit of ground on Leclerc early, who's trying to stretch it out immediately. And we'll see a lot of controversy on the forums this week about Leclerc and switching setups as Seabolt got the hop onto the table and is going to get an inside move on Holm over the top of the triple. Down the inside he goes and moves up into second, so Seabolt, despite not having those times, but he lays it down, loses the position right away.
Yeah, Seabolt not far off the time. I mean, maybe he wasn't doing that little jump onto the table before that triple step up that I feel like we're going to see in the 450 class a lot more because the power, but maybe he didn't find that out. Maybe he didn't see that. That could be the reason for a big gap between the top two and Seabolt in third place. So
a question for you, Haywood, about that hop onto the table line that we're talking about. Is it a line, do you think, that these guys will use enough that a rut will develop and make it easier to do so just about everybody can start doing it? Or is it really just a one in a couple laps kind of thing that these guys are going to be doing?
I feel like there might be a 15-minute segment in the race where people will do it. Maybe a little earlier because the ruts. Some people, you've ridden the track, right? Like that inside, the off-camber thing, people take different ruts just over it normally the whole time. But when you're trying to cut a certain way and jump it, as it gets worse and more worked in during the moto, it gets a little worse. So maybe a little earlier you'll see them doing it, hugging the inside. But in 250s, that inside rut did get used up, and one of the best ways to hit it is to stay inside that on the flat. So maybe if they can get the lineup, some of the top guys can keep it going longer in the moto, but I feel like we'll just have to see.
Well, it is Seabold still applying the pressure to Adam Holm right there. Mr. P4, Chase Blakely, coming up from behind, just trying to stick with this grouping. Leclerc's still slowly but surely kind of stretching this thing out early. But this is the hot
Leclerc's going to hit it right now. There we go.
So Leclerc gets it, Holm not going to get it, and Seabold does get it again. Pulls alongside. Same exact move as the first lap of the race, but Holm's going to try to hold it around the outside again.
So right here, a lot of guys, I was talking to Jack Haley earlier, we're talking about that inside, and I don't know if they completely meant the inside rut or like coming in and out, but some people hit those insides and then stay in the braking bumps all the way down the hill. Some people take the inside and they hang wide and then cut back in for the rut. So that might be a good passing spot, but that inside is really rough. So if you get stuck on the inside and all the braking bumps, they might not be accustomed to it, you know?
Right, exactly. It's definitely throwing a couple guys off when they end up out of the line that they're most comfortable with. And I think as the race develops, the track gets a little worse. We'll see guys end up in some situations they don't want to be in, and that is when we'll start seeing those crashes that we saw in the 250 race.
Yeah, and we'll see this is a whole new batch of people. I know we saw probably, I feel like 5 times the amount of crashes in the first 250 moto than the second.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much these guys were riding the track, seeing how it broke down, or watching the race and seeing how the guys reacted. So it could end up on the same trend, or maybe they'll stay a lot more consistent. We'll just have to wait and see as the track starts to break down.
Battle for 5th brewing on your screen right now. Kyle Robb and Dennis Fjellberg on the BPC ride giving chase. Fjellberg always very, very fast outdoors. If he can get a start, and he'll stick with these guys and put down some devilishly fast lap times. He tries to peek inside on Robb at the bottom of the hill. They may come out about square here. That 450 power up the uphill, just so meaty all the way through the stroke. And just torques his way up the hill past Fjellberg again, does Kyle Robb.
Yeah, the outside still might be end up getting used a little bit because on the 450s there's 5 rollers there, and what you can do is if you hit the outside you can kind of wheelie, double, and then triple, and I feel like you just carry a little bit more speed up through there, but I don't think too many different line choices, maybe slightly less outsides, but the insides are going to break down that much faster with the more powerful 450s.
Fjellberg still giving chase to Robb here, but nothing really quite doing yet. Austin Eklund, still the surprise of the season, is mixing it up again at the sharp end of the field. Chase Donovan giving chase behind him. Thomas Wilcox had a solid 3rd place finish in the first moto at Paulo last week. Second moto, not what he wanted. And Devin Davis just tucks the front wheel, exiting the corner here at the top, past the mechanics area, loses 4 positions in the process. Trying to find ourselves Jack Haley a little further in the field. Here he is battling right now with Ethan Parks by the looks of it on the 82.
Jack Haley makes that move, and he's got a train of people in front of him, which he can either think as a godsend as he passes his teammate Robert Wilson, who had a slide out. It's either something you look forward to, a big pack of people that you can get by quick, or a lot more carnage that can happen at once. So depending on the way it works out and the way you look at it, as 2 guys go down in front of him right there. He wants to work his way up, though. He is a heavy title contender.
Yeah, especially after those first couple rounds really going kind of his favor after winning that Supercross title. He is still right in the mix. Wants to complete the season sweep to be the 3rd rider in the history of MX Simulator to do it. Spoke earlier about Tyson Fresquez and Alexis Leclerc being the only 2 thus far to win Supercross and Outdoors in the same year in the 450 class.
Back up to the front really quick. Leclerc dropped a 2:02.7, which would have given him a 5th place qualifying time if he had that lap that he just ran in the race. Siebel some consistent 203s, going pretty fast. Chase B slightly off the pace, Adam Holm, but these guys are making mistakes. They're trying to push the track and get back up front, but not too many big mistakes out of these guys as far as I can see. Fjellberg closing up to Rob, about the same gap actually, but the rest of them, Leclerc's kind of the only one pulling away from what I can see right here in the top 7.
5.4 second lead for Leclerc. As you mentioned, that 2:02.7 last time by, and on board with your defending champion. One thing I want to point out to the viewers is watch the gear changes Leclerc does. He'll end up in 4th and 5th a lot in the middle of straightaways and on corner entries. And then immediately as he gets into the corner and sits down, he'll shift down, like right as he's in the corner, like bam, down into second, carries the speed in through into the middle of the corner and gets that traction down on the exit. It's a kind of unique trait to Leclerc. Most other guys use techniques where they're shifting down in the braking bumps to get into the corner, and it kills their momentum a little bit. Leclerc just tries to carry as much speed as he can into the corners, and as you can see, it's helping here pretty early on in this moto here at Lakewood.
Yeah, I would say I feel like most of the top guys try to run with that. 450s, you want less engine braking. Same as real life, you want less engine braking, but being able to stick through, say there's 10 like braking bumps or rollers coming into a corner, you have to get on that last one where you're going to be settling for the rut and downshift to either second or first, as Leclerc kind of does a lot. But you'll see a lot of these guys coming through the downhill roller sections in 5th or 4th, and if they're out of that, they're probably getting a lot sketchy a lot in these downhills. He seems to do it very fast though. He downshifts so fast. I wonder what button or what control on his controller he has his shifter on.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about that. I'm not too sure myself whether or not Leclerc is a single or dual stick player. I know that he used to post his setups. I don't believe he ever actually posts his controller configuration, but it's fascinating to watch how he can attack each section of the track and just be so stable for the most part, and then, like you said, do those late shifts to get himself settled into a rut and carry the speed throughout.
Yeah, and if I'm not sure about him, if you're single stick and you can stay steady, a lot of people have their up and down shift either on the right stick, which I would still call single stick for control, you know. But a lot of them will do A and X or A and Y and A and B. So like, you still have to press that button so fast, and he seems to be going like 5th to 1st a lot faster than most people.
Yeah. Maybe he's just got so accustomed to it and that feel to be able to click through the gears a lot quicker. Maybe it is on a stick and he can just hit those buttons real quick. Never really gonna know, I feel, until he posts a setup video again where he shows his controller. Right now, 5.5 seconds in the rears of Leclerc is Jeremy Siebold, who has opened up a 6-second gap on Adam Holm.
Yeah, fairly consistent. Adam Holm was a little bit faster than those guys last lap. I'm not sure what it's been this lap, but man, the pace that these guys are going, top 3 have 203s posted, and that's just so fast on this track.
How about Austin Eklund giving Dennis Fjellberg, former 250 national champion, a run for his money right now inside of the top 10. Fjellberg making a couple mistakes, and Eklund closing in as they go around the lap rider there, I believe, of Colton Mitchell. Just ahead of Fjeld is Chase Blakely, who just made a mistake. So Kyle Robb makes the move on Blakely. Blakely now under attack from Fjellberg. Eklund still lurking on the 67.
Chase B is just right there. The inside's starting to get deep. Not many people going for the hop on line.
I was going to say, a little further back in the field, we find Will Whiteley, the 4th fastest qualifier today. And he just made the move on Chase Donovan. I think that moves him up inside of our top 10. Actually, he's up to 8th now, I should say. So Whiteley on the move.
Where are you from?
What?
Where were you born and raised? Was it San Diego?
Yeah.
You say Whiteley. Like
yeah, dude.
Alright.
Wait, you don't say it like that?
Say white, like a normal person.
White.
It's like a, what's that? Is it Family Guy?
Sure.
There's, I don't know, whatever. All right. Learn new things about Kellen every day.
What the heck just happened? My controller just unplugged, I think. Hold on.
You're screwed if it did.
We've got
Let's see.
difficulties here.
No worry, I'll get it run down. Leclerc. We pulled a 7-second lead, but Siebel just went down in second place. Gonna lose second to Adam Holm. That allows Adam Holm into second place now, with second fastest lap of the race, that last lap. 12 seconds off the lead. Siebel 3 seconds back in third, and Chase B, Blakely powder coating ride, 13 seconds back from third and fourth. Had a crash last lap, but man, that would have been a fast lap. Austin Eklund is really surprising me for the Transmoto ride.
Yeah, Eklund is riding really well. Not too sure what.
Past Fjellberg.
Not too sure what popped out, Alex. I was actually really surprised when I kicked my controller cord and heard it do the doodle-it, that it unplugged. And suddenly my game quality took an absolute dump. Not sure why my controller appears to be connected to my GPU, as you're saying, but apparently it is. That's interesting. I'm not sure what the heck that's about.
It was freaking out. I have the stream open just so I can kind of keep tabs sometimes, even though it's got a delay. But anyways, if you want to look back in fifth, Austin Eklund, who's now in front of Fjellberg, is now kind of losing that gap a little bit. Fjellberg's kind of closing up. But man, this is an impressive ride. Kyle Robb and Will Whiteley in a battle behind them, and a huge gap to ninth place, Chase Donovan and Wilcox and Kunitz. I guess Devin Davis, 2 in a battle. Jack Haley, it's almost 15 minutes, so we can give you a slight rundown. Jack Haley is still in P13, followed by his teammate Robert Wilson, who's kind of hung on to him. This will be a good finish by Robert Wilson. Holgerson, don't know that name.
Wait,
15.
Jacob Holgerson. I feel like I know this name.
See the AM? D. Davis goes back to 14th, right in front of him. He's
No,
gonna try to
I
make
think
pass
this is
inside.
an OG.
Maybe there were a lot of like OG. What do you call them? Where they're from, like
Sweden.
Norway and those countries. Oh,
I
maybe Sweden.
Feel like Holgerson is, like, if I knew his forum name, I feel like I would be able to tell you it's an OG, but I can't think of who it is.
He does have a 3-digit number, so we can check. I'll check on that once we get a break. D. Davis back to 15th. Tiberino 16. Like 17th. Carlin Leitzel back to 19th with a huge battle right there.
His UID 13841, so I guess he's not that OG.
Yeah, you're making sure that.
Why does that name ring such a bell though? Whoa! Devin Davis pirouettes down the downhill, and everybody has to avoid him as there's a mad dash of guys going into the bottom of the hill here. Leitzel trying to swing around the outside of race. Carlin from off the track.
Huge battle. Might get a little cut there, but man, this is every single one of these guys is positioned until 12th place. Even 11th in front of them. Haley, you can see at the bottom of the hill. Man, I wanted to go away from this, but uh-oh.
Tiberino just flipped over. Peter Light goes on by. Reese Carlin and Leitzel all in the mix. Then Holgerson still up ahead here. Wilson, Kunitz. How about Billy frickin' Kunitz out of the last chance qualifier? Barely made it into the motos here. And just putting it in the points like no big deal. Actually closing up on Jack Haley a little bit. Is gapped away from Holgerson and Wilson here.
Yeah, that's kind of... Ooh, someone...
Donovan
went down. Hard, dude, they're so tight. It's hard to find them when they fall. This is an insane battle from Kunitz back. Haley kind of alone in 10th.
Peter Light goes down. So the wheels have fallen off the locomotive a little bit. Oh, and Logan Leitzel slides out. So it's still all to play for back here. This is a wild battle. Let's go ahead and take a quick little peek at Rooney's back up front. Alexis Leclerc still leading past the halfway point of the race.
Only 5 seconds. I'm pretty sure that had to have dropped off in the last lap or two. Last lap or two.
2:04.5 to a 2:05.2. So yeah, Holm did actually catch Leclerc just a little bit.
Leclerc with another bobble. Holm, a little bobble coming into that rut in the left-hander. Let's see. 4-8. Kind of even. Seabolt down in third, actually. Man, 17 seconds back now. Chase Blakely is going to go from 10 seconds back and forth to only 6, 7.
You got to imagine here that Adam Holm doesn't really care about anything else but beating Leclerc.
Yeah, I mean, Leclerc is 11 points back in the standings. And I guess he's got to be happy with beating Seabolt too. He's 4 seconds behind Seabolt, so he will gain 2 points on him, 2 championship points on him. But
look at this.
As of right now,
2:03.8 out of Holm last time by, out of a 2:09.1 for Leclerc. By the way, update in chat from Nathan James. He says Adam Holm has already pulled over, Leclerc has not. And what he's speaking about there is a conspiracy I alluded to at the beginning of the stream here. Leclerc has been consistently, week after week, using a hole shot setting, and then after he crashes once, he'll get up, wait for his 2-second stop mechanic to go in, reads the setup, and loads a race setup that's a little bit softer maybe for those late race ruts and the road and bumps and stuff like that. Apparently Adam Holm has taken up that new logic this week after JLV has pretty much openly said, if you can't beat him, join him. So it sounds like Holm has already made a setup change in this race, and Leclerc has not yet done so. So the question here is, Awood, if Adam Holm takes the lead away from Leclerc, does Leclerc just pull over and do a setup change right then?
Maybe. The thing is, I was thinking...
oh, Leclerc down!
Oh, that is Leclerc. He does not wait.
Nope, gets going right away.
The thing is, maybe with this uphill start, Leclerc didn't think he needed it as much. I feel like if they change those, so your hole shot setting, or probably better off as a beginning of the race setting, for some of the smaller bumps, if you don't have a fall off, but you don't pull a huge lead, and then you fall, you know, like you did just now, and you're only a few seconds back, do you want to stop and try to ride with that setting that you think is going to be better later in the moto, but lose those 2 seconds? Like, I get it if you fall in the first 5 minutes, you know, you're not near the lead, but I'm not sure if Leclerc will switch this race.
Well, he's definitely got straight up caught by Holm, and I mean, it was definitely some mistakes out of Leclerc that allowed it, but it doesn't look like he's necessarily reeling him right back in. And one of the biggest problems Leclerc had in Supercross this year was the late race performance was well off. You could almost always count on, once we hit the 10-minute mark in the race, even if he was the leader of the race, at some point he was going to go down, and most of the time it cost him race victories as he never was able to actually pick one up in Supercross. So it's an interesting kind of point to prove here for Leclerc that he can use these setups and win races. We saw it last week. He won his first race of the year last week at Paula. Got himself right kind of back in championship consideration. But
yeah,
again, losing time halfway through the race, Holm goes through, could be a setup-related issue.
We'll see if he does it. If it's, I know he got a little bit sketchy there down that downhill. Maybe we will start to see a lot more mistakes. It's hard to know if he's running it or not, how far away his 2 setups are. And then if it's just him being uncomfortable with the track, like maybe we'll see second moto a little bit clearer, but yeah, I don't know. He might have bitten himself in the ass with this, because if he stops to take 2 seconds to read a setup, he's going to go from 2.9 to 3.9, you know, and more for having to stop. So I don't know. Maybe these guys will learn that it's not worth the risk to use that little exploit.
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly Adam Holmes has felt that on some level, he's been cheated a little bit by Leclerc this year. And basically, I think his dutiful job here is that he got permission from JLV to just do it. I mean, everybody's kind of been waiting for JLV to have an opinion about the matter, and rightfully so. I feel JLV was like, well, I mean, he's getting away with riding around the rule that he made in the game, which was you have to be stopped for 2 seconds to actually change setups. And Adam Holm was like, all right, well, if he's doing that and he's allowed to do that, I'm going to do it too, and it's working out for him.
Yeah, and while you were talking, I know you're just watching Adam right now, which is fine. Leclerc had a little slide out. He's down to 6.3 seconds, but once again opted not to change. So, and if Holm got the option to change it, you know, it's approved by JLV. It might have worked out for him this race, but what if he's in the position of Leclerc in a week or two, you know? If he's leading, if he ends up 1 second behind the leader, would you rather be 1 second behind or 5, 6, you know, because you take that time to switch? So
yeah, no, it's really, really interesting. And I guess what both of these guys are counting on, which is a little less prevalent in modern MX Sim races, is that they'll have at least one fall-off crash at one point in the race. It used to happen all the time, to the point where winners of main events and outdoor nationals would fall off 2, 3, sometimes 4 times and still win the race. Nowadays, it's pretty rare to even have one fall off and still win the race, as we've seen this whole time. I mean, Holmes only had one, Leclerc hasn't even had one, and here they are, 1-2, pretty far out front.
A lot of bobbles. I know he had one slide out last lap, and he's at 207. Another one, that's going to be a fall off. Let's see if he switches and waits a second. I don't know if it has to be switched while you're in that time, but let's see what happens here. He gets right up, so he's got to be comfortable either with what he has, or he's not, you know, he's not doing it. Like, I don't know. I would like to see, it doesn't happen in real life, so it would be cool to see it go back to only in a certain area, like pole in the mechanics area. Or maybe these guys, even without that change, they just realize that it's not worth the extra time.
Yeah, maybe. Want to give a quick shout out, by the way, to Buster Boy YZ for donating the 5 bits in chat, and my Dixie and Wrecked 12 for the 2 bits.
I was wondering how you were going to navigate that. Thank you guys for supporting. Let's see if we got some opinions here. Actually, I'll look for some battles really quick.
Ooh, Will Whiteley goes down, and
yeah,
loses,
Eklund
some time there.
4th for Yelberg. So Whiteley not only had a great start, or not Whiteley, sorry, well, Whiteley too. Eklund not only had a great start, isn't known for being up front, but then has stayed smooth and consistent and fast, by the way. 207.5 last lap before that fall.
Eklund going down, loses a couple of spots there. I'll tell you what, man, Eklund for me has just been really the surprise of the season. Obviously with a number like 67, it's not like he's a really bad rider or anything, but we haven't really seen him do this even in Supercross all year long. I mean, look at the caliber of riders he's battling with right now. This year's Supercross champion Jack Haley right behind him, 4th fastest in qualifying. Will Whiteley 2 spots behind him. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah, Whiteley's 11th in the series. Eklund, I mean, and he ran a 227 last lap. We just saw that fall off, so he had to have had 2. And I watched him pass in the 5th, so he had to have been up in 5th for a while. And man, huge surprise by Eklund. Great ride in 6th right now. Fjellberg up to 5th. Just when you're battling with old series winners, Haley, Wilcox, not far behind Fjellberg and Chase B, like, you're killing it. So
yeah, definitely a solid ride at Eklund thus far, and let's see if he can finish this one out. By the way, another shout out to BTUSES Code Pritz for 5 bits. Appreciate it, dude. Always love everybody that can donate what they can or what they feel is my services of streaming for y'all is worth.
Yeah, I don't want to pull off too much, but just a little shout out. Robin 12th. Not too bad. I don't think he's had a great season. I think he's a little bit more removed from the game this year. It seems Monty Wilson, who tried to qualify at Hangtown and Paula, he got mad at me for getting that wrong on last week's stream. Working his butt off. Still trying to race dirt bikes at the pro level. He's doing great on the active ride. Raced Carlin 14th, Devin Davis 15th. Holgerson now finally dropping back to 18th place, or almost. But some of the guys we either expect to be up front, not having the best motos still, or some people we don't completely expect to see up front having great motos. So shout out to those guys.
Holy crap, Moto A Go-Go, the legend and SYS partner. Guys, please definitely check out Moto A Go-Go on Twitch. He does some killer stuff, and he's been hosting the St. Jude Ride for the Kids series in Sim lately. So you guys definitely want to check that out. But he just came by and dropped 5 new gifted subs and handed out to Falconator, Sam RB, Scooty Puff Jr. is now a sub. Gaggy or Gage FT Dub and A Wood 729 now all subs on the channel, and we have just got a wall of fat in chat right now. I am loving it.
What up, Moto? Thank you for the sub. You're a legend, and yeah, check out his stream. He does all sorts of racing streams. Follow some of the other series in Sim, and yeah, he definitely kills it at that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that St. Jude race for the kids that Moto does every year, he puts in a ton of work to get that done. You guys really have no idea how much work behind the scenes goes into that, and it's really cool what he does with teaming up with St. Jude Children's Hospital and the research that they do. It is a tremendous thing that Moto A Go-Go does over there, and I can't commend him enough for the work that he puts into that. So definitely check it out. Also available on racefactorgaming.com to sign up for that series. And again, big shout out Moto A Go-Go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, that guy's sick. Decope 5 bits as well.
Yeah, Decope dropping 5 bits, throwing a rainbow flag up in here, and saying A-Wood is still talking. And we got a little bit wall dropping in as well. Oh, my God. Buster Boy dropping 63 bits, followed by Moto A Go-Go dumping 10 new gifted subs as well. Dude, you guys are legendary. That is so freaking cool. I really appreciate that, Moto. That is super nice of you, man. Dropping by and just crushing it out here. And we have another wall of fat coming in. I love when you guys hit me with the fat wall.
For sure, just won some money off a scratch-off ticket.
It's only a game.
Attaboy, thank you.
I feel a little bad. Moto's been out in Cali this last week, and I've been so freaking busy with moving that I wasn't able to touch base with him, but I got to meet up with the guy and buy this dude a beer because he has been legendary.
Another bunch of bits from Buster Boy.
Yeah.
Ran out of the room, he said.
Buster Boy dropping another 12 bits, and we just got a wall of fat dropping up in chat right here. By the way, I would love, thanks to Moto A Go-Go, to welcome Weedy White, Scrubs 383, Crazy Dog Boy, Supercross Pig, Andrew Soto 20, TSCHS, Finn's Fan 555, Repetition 1, Peter G, Zach T460, all to the fam here at SYS. Thank you guys so much now for being subscribers of the channel, courtesy of Moto A Go-Go dropping in and giving you guys some gifted subs. Hope you guys always enjoy the streams, and I'm so happy that you guys are now subs of our channel.
So, for these new subs, what other scheduled streams do you do throughout the week?
Well, right now I haven't got many other scheduled streams other than the GP on the North America Outdoor Series, but I do have a couple of other things that I have coming up soon. As soon as Monster Jam Steel Titans drop, I'm going to start doing the streams on that. And I'm planning on doing a couple of career mode things with some classic games coming up soon now that I have my new studio office getting set up. So I'm going to be dropping some sick stuff for you, all of you subscribers out there, and hope everybody will tune in for all that stuff beyond just our motocross racing streams.
For sure. Awesome. Yeah, so if you guys like your sub this month, resub next month, and stick with us. Hope you guys are here.
Uh-oh.
Sick.
You guys are trying to break my stream.
Is it getting sketchy?
Yeah, my timing and scoring just got messed up again. That's okay. We're almost at the end of the race. I think white flag next time. By the way, another 12 bids dropped by Buster Boy YZ, so I want to give a huge shout out to him. Thanks, dude. You are dropping in the biddies like nobody's business tonight, and I really appreciate your support of the stream as always, dude.
Not to be rude to anybody in this race who's killing it right now, but Leclerc has dropped 21 seconds back off of Adam Holm, and Seabolt is only 3.8 seconds back, so we might have a battle brewing for second here in this first moto.
Yeah, Seabolt wants to claw back as many points against Leclerc as he can as they continue their championship fight. Obviously, Adam Holm will provisionally take over the championship lead as he entered only 4 points down to Seabolt, and this is going to be a 5-point swing, but still a second moto yet to run. Chase Blakely still occupying P4, and Fjellberg, I believe, is still in 5th.
Yeah, Holm having a lot of traffic up front right now, so that might be something to watch out for this last lap. But Jack Haley, with that horrendous start, couldn't make any ground. He's about knocking on the door for 5th place behind Fjellberg.
Well, it's been a pretty solid moto for Adam Holm, and as was dropped in chat by Kyle Miller729, thanks for the stat update. He says Adam Holm hasn't won since Unadilla last year, and if you guys remember, an epic fight for the championship between him and Leclerc down to the final laps of the season, or final corner, really. I mean, you were there, Haywood. So he was just able to squeak out a win at Unadilla before the final round of the series, and we haven't seen him win since, so this is going to be a huge breakthrough for him after not winning a Supercross this year. By the way, Moto Go, you're killing me, guy. Like, I just want to give you all my love and affection with how much you are helping out the stream right now, dude. It is so awesome that you have dropped by, and another 10 gifted subs. Welcome to the sub fan. Time Moto X 53, I Got the Speed, Tractor Zoom, Ian Thompson, Buster Boy YZ, Chad P148, Ethulio, I believe, and ECAV 498, Keith, and Double X Buster 411, Double X. Welcome to the SYS fam, and welcome to the winner's circle, Adam Holm, as he crosses the finish line, takes the victory here in race number 1 at Lakewood.
It's only game.
As we continue to get the subs flowing in, Moto A Go Go legendary, as we're getting a wall of fat in chat right now.
I don't want to take away from Leclerc, who's coming around in second place for the great race. Just kind of dropped off the pace a little bit there at the end. But might want to keep an eye on Jack Haley, who's right on the rear wheel of Dennis Fjellberg.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle for 5th place right here. And Haley has just been slowly charging his way forward to the end of this moto here and has a chance to steal away some more points from Fjeld.
Seabolt crossed the line in 3rd about 15 seconds ago. Chase B coming up to it, but Dennis Fjellberg over a lapper. Jack Haley behind him. Point.
Oh, Fjellberg goes down!
It's only game.
And Fjellberg has hit the deck. Haley goes on through. Up, and my game is trying to crash again.
And there it is. When you're losing...
And we're back. I think. Maybe?
Huh?
Am I back?
Are you crashing? Or are you okay?
You never left.
Something's going crazy here. My game is trying to kill me.
I thought we were fine. Haley is going to be pumped on that spot. Going to gain, or not lose as many points to the people he's chasing in the championship. Leclerc will pass him.
By the way, I want to welcome the man of the hour, freaking Moto A Go Go's in the booth. What's up, Moto? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I just thought I'd stop by since everybody in chat just randomly said so. But either way, yeah, no worries, and thank you for keeping up this fantastic stream. So.
No, man, thank you for being amazing with the series that you're doing. That St. Jude series that I mentioned is off the hook, and what you're doing for the community, not just for Sim, but for obviously the St. Jude Children's Hospital is incredible work, and I can't thank you enough, not only for that work, but obviously for the gifted subs tonight, man. You're a legend.
Oh, dude, thank you so much. I mean, we've now celebrated over 30,000 donated to St. Jude, so
Wow.
it's huge. That's after 4 years of this, so yeah, it's crazy. And thank you to everybody for racing the series. It's pretty cool that we've hit this mark.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it yet, be sure to head over to racefactorgaming.com and check it out. I think you guys still have 2 more rounds left to go in the series, right?
One last round, sadly. Yeah, round 3 we had some issues with, and we're planning on doing a double header for round 4 if we're able to do so. So we're going to do round 3 and 4, each one a 30-minute moto, like just down to the wire. You know what I mean? Like no easy in, no matter what. We're going to have 2 full motos. I'm excited. I cannot wait.
Awesome. That'll be epic stuff. And yeah, you guys definitely need to go head over to racefactorgaming.com and check out Moto Go-Go's St. Jude Race for the Kids series. I mean, not only is the racing itself fun, but you guys have also been dropping some banger tracks with the series each round.